It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 37-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
At the 27-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The kick.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
For the point after.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He may try and run, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Panther first down.
This is McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Saints 7.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
At the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Richie James there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Give him and 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Carolina.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. Looking long for Thomas. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Camara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Camara, and I don't think Camara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
1-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Joey Sly.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt at all.
And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
With the carry for
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. On
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First down, Panthers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 28.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that. But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 11. Caught right side, Tate. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get